Well, I think on the bigger picture of Russia, like Putin is 73 years old. And in my opinion, I don't know any of his successors who would be as aggressive as he is in terms of his dream of the pipe dream of unifying the former Soviet Union to its grand, glorious, grandiosity that he wants. Because that's really what this is about. And so even if Putin were to sign something, we know that just delusional grandeur desire within Putin would not go away. And I think from Trump's perspective, I know you're a pragmatist, Dave. I am too. Trump wants to stop the bloodshed. He truly does, and he wants to stop the bloodshed on both
He
sides.
does hate war. I've
He
said
hates war. He hates bloodshed, and so Trump thought that by sort of doing a bromance with Putin, he could charm him to stop the bloodshed because he thought that Putin was, in some respects, a rational actor, that he would want to stop the bloodshed of his own people. Turns out he doesn't. He does not have that rational desire that most world leaders do. And so that's sort of the rude awakening that Trump is now grappling with. But so I think at the end of the day, and I've said this before, Putin invaded other areas under previous presidents, whether it was Georgia under George W. Bush, Crimea under Obama. So this appetite was it's been expressed for decades now, and it's not going anywhere. And so I think that's sort of the rude awakening that we all have to wrestle with and be like, what's Russia like in a post-Putin setting?
But how about, to me, I think that, and I want to get Kurt and Ashley in a minute, but to me, until we force Putin to come to the table, he's not going to do it. And I think the one thing we could do that would change that is give Tomahawk missiles to Ukraine, and they will systematically but consistently start eliminating Russia's energy infrastructure. When that happens, that's Putin's lifeline. He will come to the table. There's no real incentive for him to come to the table because he just thinks that we have a short attention span in the West, which we do, and he'll just outlast us. But what do you think, Kurt?
I mean, I think this we're kind of in this status quo, no movement. There's the will they or won't they kind of element to it, like a bad rom-com. Trump has tried all the things that in some ways he has found success in that just don't work with Putin. He's tried the charm offensive, didn't really go anywhere. He's at times expressed frustration publicly, that didn't really move the needle. He's tried to effectively bully Zelensky into like just acquiescing to a deal of some kind. That didn't seem to work either. And the president's kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place between two leaders who are intractable in what their ultimate demands are. Putin wants a land grab. Zelensky's saying that's a deal breaker. We're not going to surrender any land to you. We're not going to codify or legitimize what you have done. That's a no go. And so the reality is there may not be a deal to be made. I mean, there's the desire to try to end this. There's the desire to like obviously want to end the senseless killing and murder of innocent people. But both sides, what they require to exit this war are in complete contradiction to one another. And what Trump is finding is his cult of personality force that works 9 out of 10 times doesn't work in this case.